Can you see me now? Do I look okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you say a few words about yourself and introduce yourself?
Yeah. So the name is Kavi, and I'm actually from Nuremberg. I'm not from Nuremberg. I live there at the moment. I'm originally from Sri Lanka, and I came here to do my masters. And the cool thing was when I was doing my masters, I came up with this idea called Whammychat, and then we started building the whole thing as I was doing my masters, and now we're funded. I came to this event today also to present the idea to see if other people liked it, and yeah, hopefully we can. So our funding is till November 2019, and I want to continue working for Whammychat even after that. So I hope Whammychat becomes something big from November also. Yeah.
Can you say a few words about Whammychat actually?
Yeah. So Whammychat is, so what we're doing is combining discussions and gaming together. We're making discussions fun. Think of us something like the Reddit on steroids. In Whammychat, what you can do is you can start any sort of discussion that you want. So any topic, is the earth really flat? And then you have this topic, people can join the discussion that you like. And the cool thing is in the discussions, you can write like how you write in WhatsApp. But the twist here is that all the messages have health. So if you don't like a message, you have these certain powers in your discussion. You can take the powers and you can attack a message if you don't like it, and then the health of the message will reduce. Or if you like the message, you can heal it or decorate it and stuff like that. So it's interacting in a discussion on a different level than just writing and speaking. It's also like battling people while discussing. So that's why we chat. Yeah.
How you get the financing from the government?
Yeah, so we're funded by a fund called Exist, Gründerstipendium. It's by the Economics and Energy Ministry of Germany and the European Union. There's another ESF fund from the European Union. And we got the fund. I found out about it at the university. One of the people at the university told me to apply for it because we could be potential for it. I was a bit doubtful at the start because it needed to be based on something more towards the business side and research side, but we were more towards the gaming aspect of things. In the end, we just applied for it. Luckily, we got the funding, and yeah, now here we are. So it's about, the funding totals to about 125,000 euros. You have a salary with it, and also on top of that, you have money to spend for a startup. And it lasts for 1 year. So we are funded from 2018 November to 2019 November. Yeah, we soft launched about 2 weeks ago, and now we have to start working with the streamers, and yeah, let's see how it goes.
So you also closely work with Twitch, but it will be implemented not like inside of the Twitch, but like some sort of extension for stream, OBS.
Yes.
System, like the widget inside of your stream, you can place it.
Exactly. So streamers use a software called OBS. There are different kinds of OBSs, like Streamlabs, exactly. And in OBS, so we tried making a Twitch extension, but that was too much of a hassle because there are a lot of rules and regulations. So we thought go with browser source. What browser source basically is a URL link. All the streamer has to do is on OBS insert the browser source link, and he can then adjust the size of the chat on the screen, and he can position it anywhere he wants, and that's about it. The only thing right now is you have the mobile app, so you chat through the mobile app. But there's Twitch login, and it's much easier because it's more fun to use with the mobile, I would say. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also use it remotely. You don't have to be, say your followers are, you're not streaming and you still want to chat with followers, you can do it remotely without being on stream. Because it's a mobile app at the end of the day.
Some technical questions from me. Is it like you use some sort of encryption? Peer-to-peer encryption?
Right now, we do not have any encryption on board. We want to have, if it doesn't cause much issues in the future, we want to have some sort of even end-to-end encryption. But the cool thing is, for us to have encryption, we need to even be storing data. And I think I explained in the presentation, we do not store conversations. There's a score screen that appears at the end with the top 5 comments of the discussion, but the rest of the conversation is not stored. So even if there's encryption, the only kind of encryption is end-to-end, where if you're messaging someone right now on the phone, another hacker could intercept your message. But I don't think that's a serious issue for us right now. So we might implement in the future if people ask for it. Exactly. We are 4 people. I've done the whole kind of chain of things. I did the prototype design. I've done some of the Android programming. Now I'm focusing on the business and marketing side because that's my strongest side. But I understand I understand the design and I understand the programming part as well. So that's kind of helpful for me. So yeah, just one more question. Let's do it.
So, last game you played, video game.
I think I'm even ashamed to say it, so I don't want to say it. But I can tell you my favorite game if you want.
Yeah, but it's next question.
Okay, the last game I played I think was Minion Rush. Yeah, I was bored. I had to occupy myself somehow. Minion Rush was fast and easy, and it was fun also. But yeah.
Best game.
My favorite game. I was huge into MMORPGs when I was small. I couldn't afford the paid ones like World of Warcraft, Silk Road. Even Silk Road I played, but on the free limit. I played it up to the free limit. And I didn't know about private servers back then. But my favorite, I would say, is Knights Online. It's a classical MMORPG. It's not mainstream, but there are quite a lot of people playing it. I recently found out a lot of Turkish people play it, which is cool. But yeah, Knights Online would be my favorite MMORPG for the OGs.
Worst game ever?
Worst game ever? Oh, it doesn't even come to mind. Worst game I've ever played? Not too sure. I mean, sometimes I've heard people pitching bad ideas, like bad games. I really found the point that the guy said at one of the audience members said it to the first guy who was making his game. He's like, okay, your game is there, but how is it different, or what do you really want to do with the game? And he just said he's developing it for the fun of it. I understand a project should be fun, but if you're developing something, why not take the extra effort and make it at least something different or something exciting which people want to play? Just because you develop it doesn't mean people want to play it. They want to play it because it's fun and it's also a bit different. So yeah, right now no worst game comes to mind, but I've seen bad games when people pitch it. So yeah.
I usually ask this question. So if you face Gabe Newell, what you will say to him?
If I face whom?
Gabe Newell. He's creator of this team and Half-Life.
Oh right. To be
famous guy, you don't know.
No, shame on me. I was the MMORPG dude, so I played so many. I even played Half-Life a bit, but I didn't know about him though. So I wouldn't know what to tell him because I don't know too much about him. Yeah, so you can download Whammychat on the App Store and Play Store. Both are there right now. It's a bit buggy at the moment because we just launched it, but if you want, give it a whirl, give us feedback. It would be super helpful. And the cool thing is if you're streaming, which is important, you can use browser source from Whammychat to enhance your stream chat. So, I mean, you can use the Whammychat discussions on stream. So, yeah.